welcome back to Timberborn, and it's the Emberpelts again. The EMBOCALYPSE, that's the jobby, that's what I was calling it before. I'm a little bit out of practice, so we are going to, today, I think, predominantly focus on getting somewhere with this guy. And trying to get the prep work done for building this. We do need to make sure that this district has plenty of extract, and I'm just thinking that it doesn't even have a way of creating extract, so we are reliant on importing extract. How many times can a person say extract in one sentence? Quite a lot, it would appear. So I wonder if it's actually worth us producing extract over in this district, because we have an awful lot of exploding to do. The alternative is, well, I guess one, we are massive. One of you may have pointed that out, actually. We are massively low on extract as a whole. So let's address that. Our bad water supply is good. So a lot of spare bots. Bots with Emberpelts run on fuel. We've got plenty of fuel over here. So let's send more bots to the main district. I believe, sorry, I'm just getting my bearings again. Getting situated, as our American cousins would like to say. That was not what I meant to do. We are going to go to here. We are going to go to migrate population. And I'm going to increase the District 1 minimum bots to 50. I had a bit of a lag spike, and I had my laptop next to me, and I had a moment where I thought I might have been playing on my laptop. Life's still a thing. So yeah. I'm not. But anywho, let's get that done, shall we? That's that sorted. Right, let's botter size that. We've got 12 spare bots now. Yep. Do we... I think we're reliant on importing explosives as well. So it would probably be sensible to have next to the district crossing a storage for explosives and extract, so that they are closer to hand for their transfer across, because that way haulers can bring them across the district, and these guys then just have to shuttle them between the two. We could probably increase that as well. I don't know why I don't have that at 10. So let's prioritize that. Let's get that prioritized as well. And given that, yeah, we have plenty of power, we could probably increase the number of centrifuges that we have. We might as well drop the power down. Not going to connect at that level, are they? Water, centrifuge, no, but that means there's not going to be space there, but we have technology, we can make a bit of space. Get rid of that as well. Yeah. We clearly need more extract production, though, and we've got loads of bad water, so we can make that happen. And we will. The smart thing to do would probably be to bring power down. Underneath, so that we're not wasting space, but that would mean getting rid of one of these for a moment to do that. I feel that would be better. They're all hooked up, so I think what we're going to do, I'm going to do that. Do it properly. The minute amount of time delay is worth it for it to be better. We'll come back to that in a moment. We will continue over here. Also, so is there not space for planks? We need more plank storage. Wow. Overall, we are full on planks. Okay, so let's build some more plank storage, shall we? Now, I believe probably at this point we don't really need to have the stairs offset in this way, or the ladders, because the ladders mod has changed a fair bit in the evolution of its life while we have been playing, but I'm just going to stick with how we've got it set up. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go back over here. We are going to detonate this. Let's get that facing the correct way. Let's put that there. Let's put a platform, not there. Platform there. Let's put the centrifuge back on top, and then we will give that a bit of a priority kick. We will make sure that that's prioritized as well, so it actually gets built. Because for some reason I find that sometimes they don't build the power connections that are under things. I don't know why, just something that I had noticed. And then we can do another, maybe another 2 centrifuges. Does that seem excessive? I don't know. We can always pause them if we don't need them, but we do seem to have a significant shortage currently. And then actually what we're going to do, we're going to continue the trend of trying to be intelligent with our planning, and we're going to do that. We're going to knock all of that down eventually, and then we can put in some more explosives production. But really we want to make sure that happens fairly soon. We'll try and make sure that happens as well, so that we get more extract being made. I think that's all of our extract production. So the bad water has now made its way into things. So our water supply is now a little bit polluted, but you know, it is what it is. We could take advantage of that by trying to pump some bad water over here. But realistically, I think what we want to do is just scale up production over here significantly of everything. Why you are there? Yep, you are working. So we'll also scale up explosives production as well. How many builders huts do we have in District 1? Just the one. I wonder if we should put another one in. It feels like it might be a sensible idea, and given we're building over here, let's put it over here. You're going to be bots. I'll make that slightly lower priority. And while we're waiting for resources, so I was thinking we have a huge amount of pumping capacity over in this district, but not a lot of water storage capacity. So we are kind of reliant on how much water these guys can shift through, which probably isn't a huge amount, even with this. So what I thought we could do is we have a lot of almost dead land up here, certainly barren land. So I thought that maybe, yes, it's a little away from where the water pumps are because they're around there. We could shorten that by bringing a... Why not? Why not? There is no rule to say that the dog can't play with 2 basketballs at once. Yes, I know that's not the saying, but I find it funny enough. I find the whole "the dog can't play basketball" saying funnily enough, so we're gonna just completely butcher it, and we're gonna do that. And that gives us now 2 routes to get up here. And we are going to then throw in a bunch of underground tanks to act as a repository for water, which will be set to supply. But that just gives us another, what, 7,200 water storage, which will be kind of good. This probably now is just going to stay closed because of the contamination behind it. So this thing's just going to pump it dry by the looks of it. So there was the idea that I don't know whether to test it or not. The mini theory that we maybe have it open and we let this murky stuff in, and this pumps clean water and bad water goes out. I'm actually just going to pause that because these guys are pumping, because it's brackish water. We'll call it brackish because, you know, and maybe because there's, you know, 30% bad water here, it would be sensible to pump bad water out as well, because we're pumping a lot of clean water out of here. And so this is going to become more and more concentrated, potentially, because it's in an alcove and not flowing. I see your point. I get your point. It's well reasoned. I would really love if we had an automated bad water pump bobbing about. That would be awesome. I know we've got options for things, but yeah, that would be really nice. We've got enough spare bots that I could just do something like water, deep bad water pump, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just re-engage, and if the contamination is, we could pause it below, say 30%, and we could unpause above 32. I'm picking this number completely around, kind of based on where we are at the moment with the contamination. If you think of a better number, then, you know, let me know in the comments. I've never actually experimented with what the magic numbers are in terms of contamination impacting beavers. Now, we're not sending beavers into the water because we don't want to do that, because the Emberpelts don't like getting wet, and at this point we've mostly got bots doing that kind of work anyway, certainly in this district. So yeah, but that, and what I'm going to do is give those prioritization so that we can try and resolve our shortage of materials to deal with the other challenge we have. So, yes, I know they can't get to these yet. They'll get to them as they place them, and they blow up the other ones. It is a means of achieving blowing things up. Before one of you points out that they can't get to all of it, they will be able to get to all of it as we blow bits of it up. Water centrifuge, there we go. So what I'm going to do again is just go down and make sure that the power connections we can't see are prioritized. You will respect my priority. Sorry. As I said, the old brain is still a little bit scrambled. If we do that, we can do another one next to it. That works. We may as well, given where we are, do that. And that to link all of that up in a big loop because that's there. See, look, they're getting it all done. And that's technically enough, but we might as well do that as well. Let's make sure that goes to be bots. That goes to be bots because this district does have enough bots to do that. That will be awesome. We have a little bit of extract stored at that point, but you know, I'm just curious actually how many hauling posts we have in this district because we are one hauling posts 2, but they are not well starred. So let's bump that up to the maximum. And that might improve things a little bit. Make sure you're prioritized. Awesome stuff. These are doing a great job with our science. Do we still have any inventors huts? I don't think we do. I think we've got rid of all of those. You are for water. You are full, okay. So we need the haulers to empty those. Okay. No problemo. So this district over here, it is set to default to bots, but it doesn't seem to have. So let's switch those to be bots once they are built. These are still pumping, but somewhat slowly, partly maybe because that, let's prioritize that by haulers. And I guess these are set to obtain, which means maybe this doesn't know where to send water to. So maybe these should just be set to be normals. Maybe. And yes, I know these are a really long way from the district crossing and it's not optimal, but what we could do is have a little tank here for water that is set to obtain. So that they can help with that. But basically I want to be able to pump water out of here, and this probably wasn't the best place to put them. We'd probably have been better served to put them here where there's flowing water rather than here where there is not flowing water. But you know, here's what it is. They're getting this done, which is great. That's going to take them a little while. So let's go have a look at our friends over in this district. And we are on update 6, aren't we? So this is fine. We have a heckin' lot of tomatoes still. How are we doing for in this district? They've got their juice bonus. We could do with a bit more of the other juices being made. So I think I'm not sure what I was doing here, but I think we're going to plant it with corn. And yep. And I feel like maybe the thing to do, one of you did suggest we use the overhangs to start to cover this. I wonder if actually this is a situation where the large metal platforms would be better to cover a large area. 90 metal to cover 5 by 5. Maybe. So we need to gain access into this. So I guess the way to achieve that is... I do feel like we want to start expanding the available area in here. I'm going to... I can get down there. Okay, so why can't you? I guess because that's just too high. I don't know. So we're going to come across 1, 2, 3 on 3. So I think if I put it there, yeah, that would do that. And I think it can build that. And then if we go down to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would go there, there, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, there. And then we'd need to do some shenanigans in here. I'm thinking we do that. And we do that. And then we do that. And then we do that. And some of that is going to need help to be built, I believe. They can build those, and then they can build those from above. They can build that, and then they can build that from above. That's been built, so they can build that from above. So actually, I think what we need to do is run some paths in there so they can build that double platform. And I think they can build all of that. We probably need... they should be bringing metal in. So that... they should be able to get that built. And then we'll put some food processing along here. To improve that. The other thing that I'm thinking is that I want to have a look in here. So my thought about creating water storage in here is that we create some water filtration systems. And because we've got, so I think the water sources are, yeah, they're all right down here. So what we can do is blast some of this down to make space. And then I think we'll make some sort of water filter using sluice gates to, when we get a bad side, push bad water out through some sort of sewage pipe, so that we can keep this structure largely. Not got that all sorted in my head yet. We are going to need a tank for bad water over here, I think, so we'll swap you to be bad water. And then we could actually start processing some bad water over there as well. That might not be a bad idea. Each. Yeah. So that should improve things. That should improve things. But I think equally over here, because these now should process some amount of bad water, I feel now we could tap into this because we have a huge power supply and such. We did want to put in more plank duct, and I had another kind of sneaky plan for that. Yes, sorry, I had to answer the phone quickly. Yeah, last time we added a gear workshop, but we are kind of low on planks over here still, and I want to do the same thing basically and hang a plank workshop off in space. So I think what we can do is essentially the same thing. I think. Yeah. Well, we're going to try anyway. We're going to try. It might work. It might not. I think it will. Lumber mill. Twice in a row, I've got the right one. I am trying. I am really trying. Answer that in the comments. Right, let's get that done as well. That will probably help out a bit because we are right on the borderline for planks. So that'll be good. But then, yeah, I was thinking about putting in some processing of bad water. Now, actually, this area might not be a bad spot to do that. We can tap power off of this again. Now, I could have just shuffled that over, couldn't I? I know, but I wanted to put it there. So, to make dynamite. In fact, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay. I'm not going to worry. This district is where we make dirt, isn't it? So that actually makes even more sense. So let's do that, and then that, and then that, and that, and that. Let them do that and see how they get on. Because this is basically just taking quite a while because we're kind of low on explosives and stuff. So, I mean, it would also probably not be stupid of us because we have so many spare bots just kicking about in this district to just throw in a bunch more builders huts. Yep, they've gone in, and I'm just gonna low prioritize those. We will high prioritize the building of them. I know I should probably just send those bots over to the other districts to get them to do stuff, but in fact, we've got loads of spec beepers, so I don't really need to. And I really want to focus on trying to get this done. We've got a drought approaching. We are managing to push the contamination down in this area with our bad water pumps, which is kind of cool. Make sure that these are also prioritized by haulers. That says to me that we should adjust our percentages down to maybe like 20%. It's close enough. I wish you could type numbers in these boxes. And basically, I guess the minimum is really the point at which we're gonna get useful return on them spending time pumping. Oh no. Oh no. That should speed up the building process, and that happened quite quickly. I forgot we were doing the dirt extraction over here, so we might as well do that. And then what I'm going to do is bring this up to one level below that, and then we will use overhangs if we need to go out first, which we will because the dynamite factories are longer. So we'll just put some double overhangs out like that. And I think that'll be kind of cool. We will put a small tank there for bad water set to obtain. And yeah, and these are probably not producing the most bad water in the world. We've got a couple of hundred. So landscaping, dynamite. We'll put one dynamite factory. I don't have the worker mod in this one, and we will put one centrifuge. And we'll put a small extract tank set to supply, and that will just maybe help out a little bit with the land clearing that we are going to need to do. There is quite a lot of it, so yeah. Now I do wonder. No, it's probably not worth it. I'll be quiet. Right, they are almost there with this. Excellent. Excellent. There's obviously going to be more because there's a bunch of double explosives to go around there, and there'll be a bunch to go around there, some of which we can't get to, some of which we can get to, so maybe we'll place some of that now. There's also going to be a bunch of single explosives to put in. It's okay. How are we doing over here? Yeah, looking pretty good. They could do... Well, these guys don't even have a dance hall. Bad Beaver Overlord. Might be subject to splashage. The well-being. The dance hall... None of them need to be on land. So remember, folks, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Okay. Why can't I place a ladder in there? That's it. Is it because it's past that? Is this the version where you need to delete the path to place the ladder? Yes, I know there's ladders next to it. It's fine. Okay. We're on that version of ladders. Right. Trust me, folks, I've once been to see a doctor. We might even delete those. And we are going to put another ladder there. Because the benefit from things like the dance hall is so much more than the benefit from rooftop terrain. Physics, we do not care. If I delete those, can I go that way? You can. And then we can put in some of the little bits. We can have a beaver bust, we can have a statue, we could have a clock so they're not late for work. Okay. Who needs physics? Right. Is there anything I need to do for a drought starting? I do not believe so. Right, let's come back in here and continue working on extending our reservoir, which I know is a very slow process, but we are slowly making the dog's bowl bigger. It's a process, folks. You've heard it before. You know how it works. Right, that's all gone in. Oh, wow, they built those really quick. So what we're going to do is put in a path along here, and then I want to add, we go to District 3 and all the way down to presses. Yeah. First thing we are going to add is actually, yeah, we're going to do them that way. Press. And we're going to do apple juice. We're going to do beet and radish juice. And we're going to do one more. And we're going to do corn juice. And they're going to make all of their juices. And then we are going to come here. This is going to make them all angry because we're going to disconnect their parts till we've done that. Going to come up here. We're going to come up here. We're going to put in some big old tanks. Now, I don't expect them to fill those big old tanks, but, you know, that's tomato juice, because, like, there's no tomato juice in there, but anywho, apple, beet and radish, and corn. Awesome stuff. And we will make more use of that space later on. They have built some of the stupid stuff that we've put in. These guys are doing their thing. They are pumping out the contamination, which is good. I mean, actually, I probably want these guys. Actually, no. We do want that because it's just going to get more and more contaminated as these pump water out. So that's okay. Yeah, that can stay doing its thing. We're doing their thing. Cool. Yep. Happy. I think it's finally time for an explosion. Do it at night because why? And yeah, there'll probably be a whole load of mess we need to clean up. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Life doesn't have to be perfectly optimal. Sometimes, I'm waiting to use this for a long time in a TIMBERBORN video, you can just peel the carrot, you know, folks. And if you don't get the reference, go back, look at the community post I made with an atomic shrimp video. Who is a really cool YouTuber who does really random videos. He's not a gaming creator at all. He's a cool old dude who just makes awesome videos. And watch the last 4 minutes of the video that I posted. Right. Now, this is probably not perfectly optimal, but it makes my life easier. We are going to fill that in. So that when we come to planning stuff, we have a blank canvas. We're just going to throw in a big old path around here. We will link up to this in a completely non-optimal way. And we just want to start clearing stuff out. Yep. As I said, I'm not super worried about being perfectly optimal at the moment. I just want to give myself a canvas to work with. Because that will make it much easier in terms of thinking about how this is going to work if we, well, for me, if I've not got to think, oh, do I need to leave that bit of land out, or do I put a 1 or a 2 there for explosives? I'm just going to make it all one level. Then we'll think about what it's going to look like. Yep. No, that should be a 1. That should be a 2. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of faffing trying to get explosives in some of these places. I really don't care. We'll see what they get done. We'll build the odd random ladder as we need to help them along the way. So like there, for example. If we put a staircase there, it will help them out. Let's throw some paths in on here. This probably needs a ton of paths. We're in a 50-day drought. Oh no, but we have 27,000 water. And remember, folks, water is purely for irrigation, predominantly for irrigation, let's say. So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Once this, I'm going to have one of these pumping. Just to keep this topped up. We might as well. This might be used for more than just irrigating this. And essentially, I want to pump this so it's below the level of this anyway. And it's better that we store that water than have it evaporate. Make sense? Makes sense to me. It may as well be in the dog's bowl. These guys. Or is that the bowl? I don't remember. You should be unpaused so that you do your irrigation job. You have pumped that dry, but that's fine. These are pausing as they are pumping dry. These are going to pump that clean of bad water. They're going to do that thing, and I didn't really get anywhere near as far as I had hoped with this. It's one of the curse of these bigger projects. They do sometimes take a fair bit of time, and what I might end up doing is doing some of this clearing. Yeah, they can't get that. Okay. Doing some of this clearing down off camera. Because it's just going to take me a bunch of time to place all these random bits of dynamite. And build random staircases and things. So, like, that's going to need a staircase. That can go now. Oh, we've got a big bump in well-being there. They need to be placed. We might need a staircase across there so they can get to all of that. That probably needs path out to it as well. This will need a staircase and path. That will, if I put that in the corner there, if I build it up, then I think they can get those as well. And maybe both of those. Yep. The same if I come in there and there and there. I will need to bring path round. I think that lets me build all of those. There's maybe some in there that I'm going to need a bit of assistance with, but we'll leave that when we get to it. That's all dried out, but those are poured because there's 0% contamination, so that's all worked just fine. We've got a nice stockpile of water, but we've got no bad water, so these guys have got now to work with, so they may as well be paused. We'll have to rely on bringing it in again. That's okay. Because over here they are working very hard. We do have a lot of spare bots, so we could still scale this up yet more. We've got a decent amount of extract, but not very much explosives. So, landscaping, explosives factory. Let's put in 2 more of those. And we will increase our minimum to 55. And the bad water supply is dropping a little bit, so let's throw 1 more in there. Increase that a little. Over here, we now have a tiny amount of apple juice. We've got some juice. We've got some juice, which is good. I'm amazed how quickly they built these. If we click on there, only thing they're really missing is cornbread. And I think everyone's missing cornbread. And I think we make that in the bakery. Which is maybe, yeah, cornbread. I think we've got all the ingredients for that. Maybe. I think maybe the only thing we're not making is the cornmeal. So maybe we'll have a look at that next time, because I think the video is maybe getting a bit long, which is annoying because I haven't achieved anywhere near as much as I had hoped we would achieve today. But such is life. Prioritize you. So they're in and can be detonated. You need an ladder. You guys all need ladders. There we go. And that will help with those. Those can all be placed. Put those back there, so those could be, yeah, those are reachable. They just need explosives, which we've upped the production of, but the production of it is quite a long way away. Yeah. Is our plank situation improved over here now? No, because I had beavers in there, not bots. Oh, I do have the automation thingy. Okay. What I can do is just do automate ingredients on those 2, and they both get forced. Awesome. I think I'm going to leave it there for today, folks, and what I will do is in the background, I will get this all sorted, and play through a little bit of the drought while we get that done. Are we importing? Let's also import bad water, because then we can get this being done in this district as well. And it seems like a sensible idea to me. Yeah, I'll get some of this done in the background, get ourselves on a nice level canvas, so that hopefully next time we can actually make some progress on this, because otherwise it's going to take absolutely freaking ages. I might also, if my brain can comprehend it, because running multiple projects at a time is sometimes a little bit tricky. Can we plant there? We can. So what should that be? That should be radishes. Wheat, bell pepper, tomato, radish. There we go. I might start getting this district. We might bring some bots over. Might actually make it a separate district. And start looking at the bad water diversion. And some of you gave me some sensible suggestions of basically blocking up some of these routes in and just blasting some channels off the back. I kind of like the idea. Keep it simple. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members as well. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel.